Good morning to all. I hope I'm audible to everyone. Can you please confirm in the chat if I'm audible, guys? Okay, bye. So this lecture is all about how we can create a very systematic format of creating a dashboard. For creating a dashboard, we have to follow some steps. Okay. So let me just first discuss the steps that we're gonna create, and after that, we have to jump into some useful insights of it. Okay. So always your step starts from fetching out the data, which is basically a step where you are collecting all the informations, all the raw data. Okay. Here you are collecting all the raw data. After this, the second step jump into where you want to transform the data. Transform basically means transformation of a data, of a raw data into some meaningful, or useful, transformation of a raw data into some useful insights. Okay. So ultimately transformation of raw data, if I say, it just means you wanted to clean the data as much as you can. Okay. So what happens when you do this? You're cleaning the data for what purpose? The purpose of clearing out the data is basically a step where you want to find the insights or visualizations from a clean information. Okay. After being transformed, you load the data back to front end. Okay. And apply some relationship between multiple tables. Okay. But if there is only one table, you just need to start jumping into creating a visualization or a dashboard. Okay. So today's lecture is all about how we can create a dashboards around it. Okay. So this is the thought that we are going to build. And ultimately, this dashboards needs to be created with some patterns in it. What are the patterns that we need to create? Just try to observe. Like in this initial, I guess you can give your name, you can give it Amazon sales, you can give it a logo of Amazon, something like that here. After this, three are the KPIs that represent the health of a business. How does this KPIs works? We'll discuss about it, how we are dropping it. We just need to use scorecard to bring all the results in a dollars format. Okay, so format we need to assign the numbers, we need to assign in millions, thousands and all. And we need to define the call out values with a specific label. Like what does it like defining? Then we are just catering the slicer. This we call as a slicer, which help us to it is basically a slicer that help us to navigate the informations or changing the report dynamically if we change the dates. Let's suppose from 2014 till 27, this sales figure, this revenue figures, everything is coming. What if I don't want to say that I do not want have this all results coming for the 3 years of span? I wanted to check only for 2 years. So we can just set the range till the 2 years. And then with that range of 2 years, we can identify what are the sales figure coming out, what are the profits, what are the sum of quantity being sold out. So this slicer is all about how we can streamline the range between what range you want to calculate and what range you want to find an insight out of it. Then this is a tree map representing the contribution of each category, how much profit is coming from each category. So this is more likely most of the profit, almost 50% of your profit is coming from the technology, and 40 and 10% is the profit which is coming from office supplies and furniture. Then we have a combo chart. It's a combo chart representing a column chart where each region is showing you how much sales they are producing. And based on the sales, this like the bar graph is showing how much profits they are achieving, and the line chart is showing how much sales are coming. Your sales is always be higher in stake as compared to the profit. Okay. So this is in million, not in thousands or something. So that's why the deflection is little less. Then you have sum of sales by year. How much years, like we are spending 3 years or 4 years of time. What are the sales figure coming up from each year? What are the contribution of sales coming up from each year can be represented with this column chart or a bar chart representation. Then we are having a hierarchical data going on where we are taking year, quarter, month, and day and representing the sum of profit and sum of sales. Although this graph is more like a sinograph, and that is being coming up when you zoom it or when you hover it, it will just give you the more idea about each one of the interval. Last is a composition graph which shows how the distribution of ship modes is being coming to calculate the sum of sales. And with this ship mode, you can easily say what are the contribution coming up from which date. So all this data set, you need to first go through with it, what information being given to you. So first step is, I'll give you this link. Try to download this Amazon orders dataset. Okay, I'm just sharing this link to you in the chat. Try to download it. Once you have been downloaded, you can easily jump into the project, and we just need to start with the first process, which is transforming our data, then loading the data back to the front end, and then making a visualization on it. Okay, so click on the link, take a time and make sure you are just clicking on the link. Double click on this Amazon order dataset. This is a dataset that you need to download. Either you click on the download or you click on it, it automatically helps you to download by clicking on this. Otherwise, you have an option in the Amazon order dataset. Just click on this three options, and not here. Just go to the dataset, and here in the code option, you will find an option like download zip. And in the zip files, you can easily uh, collect the informations from it. Click on the download zip, and you can collect the information easily from it. So make sure you are collecting it. Okay. So once it is done, once you have downloaded or stored this dataset in your local system, do write in the chat done so that we can move ahead and start creating a dashboard using Power BI. Okay, it's for all. I have shared you the link. If you do not find a link, let me know in the chat itself. If you are clear with the link, just try to click on it and either click on the code options to download zip. Otherwise, click on this folder, and you will have this option of this when you click on the order file. Download button is being here. Download raw file. Both the ways are being done. Shubham says done. Good. Everybody, please be active if you wanted to create the project simultaneously. Good, Salman. Please interact in the chat if you have an idea like how. Good, good, Manjit. Good, Rabani. Can you share the link again? Yes. So this is a link. Let me just share you this link now. Both the links works, don't worry. But if you wanted to calculate the next one, so let me just give you this link only. Sharing to everyone. Cool. So Arvind says done. Vishwajit says done. So once you are done, make sure you are storing the information in some folder. Welcome, Rosie. Mark it done once it is so that we are in the same pace. Good, Rosie. Good. Guys, if you are done, make sure you are marking it done in the chat so that I have a clear idea that you are done so that we can easily move ahead. So I am hoping that you have been done with this data set. If you struggle with anything, do let me know. Let me just close this one for a time being and we will open a new one. Okay. So I'm closing this Power BI completely. Okay. No Power BI being left. Let's open the Power BI again. So when you install, can you guys let me know? Everybody has installed with the Power BI, no? Everybody has the Power BI in the system. They have. Shubham says yes. Everybody, please confirm. Rabani says yes. Hemant, Salman, good. So like if you are not comfortable with Power BI or haven't installed it yet, I request you to just follow the things along the way. Just try to understand each concept that I'm teaching. Okay. You will definitely get a lot of informations today. So my recommendation is just observe it while others are doing it. You just observe it. Once you have the recording or access of anything, you can be going through with each one of it. Okay. So always remember that when we are starting with a new project or anything, click on the new report. Okay, we'll save it with another name or something like that. So what I'll do, I'll first try to insert a data. So you have this home option, which is a front end of Power BI. In this front end of Power BI, I would love to add the data set first. So it is more likely an integration of anywhere you wanted to integrate. Do you want to integrate with Excel workbook? Do you want to integrate with Power BI semantic models, data flows, data verse, SQL Server, analysis service, text CSV, web, OData feed? And when you click on more, you can connect this with any source of platform, IBM, SAP, Azure, Snowflake, KQL. So it's almost have hundreds of platforms that you can connect with them and collect the data from the source. Okay. So this is something that you need to be understanding when you are like reaching to the stage. For a time being, we have a data set, I guess in an Excel workbook format. So I'm just installing or finding it in my downloads. Okay. In my downloads, I just need to search for Amazon as I've not downloaded from the one, but this is the one, I guess. I'm double clicking on it. It's in the CSV format. Is it in the CSV format? I guess it's in a Excel access format. Shubham says Excel access. Rabani, just check CSV or Excel access. CSV. Like people are like, okay, maybe you are saying CSV or both. Let's see it here. It's always be Excel access. This orders.csv, I guess you're confusing with this. This is the Excel access format only. See this. If I'm searching it in a get data, two names may be, that's why you are getting confused. This is a Microsoft Excel workbook. Okay. Just because I've searched for Excel, I searched for Excel. Okay. Let's suppose I'm searching for CSV. Do I get the same thing? Yes, I can get the same thing. So both, okay, CSV and both are the like flat files. So you can insert it with the help of CSV or anything. Okay. So this is the first step. I'm marking this step in the stage where I'm just marking in the notebook so that you guys have a better idea when you share. I'll share the notebook, guys. Don't worry. So what exactly we are doing? I'm just pasting it here in this CSV format. We are in the stage where it's an Excel or a CSV, whichever you choose, it doesn't have any issues. In the get data, you always need to choose either a Excel workbook or a CSV. So I'm just marking it here somewhere. What you need to choose in the get data, that is your front end. Okay. So in the get data, either you choose Excel workbook or or CSV format. Both will work. Both will work. Is it okay? So I can see this. Now the next step is we need to go it to click on the transform data. Why we need to click on the transform data? Just because we first go to transform data for using Power Query Editor. Power Query Editor is a tool. It's a tool that help us to. It's a tool. It helps us to clean the raw data. Right now, it is a raw data. Okay. Whenever you collect the information from any source, even from a local system or anywhere from the internet, it's a raw data. So you need to click on transform data to get it back to the backend. So click on transform data. So you will see here, it's a called as Power Query Editor. Can you see it? So give it a name. Like I'm giving it a shorter name, Amazon sales, something like that. Okay. Now you'll see once you're storing this, you will be having some column distribution, column clarity is going on. And all this column distributions, all this one can be accessible with this view option. When you click on the view option, You have this three ticks coming up, which is giving you the results of each column. What is the quality of column? What are the column profile says and all these things. So I'm check out all one, like uncheck all one. You will see this is the raw data. When you started first time, you will see this type of information. Okay. Once you have seen this, if you are bringing the column quality, it defines valid 100% means the data set in this column is 100% valid. There is no issues in it. There is no error, 0% error. Okay. And there is no 0% empty means there is no null values or blank values present in this data set. Same goes for every column. Second things come is column profile. Column profile, what does it do? When you click on any column, it just gives you the column profile like count, error, empty, distinct, unique, empty strings, minimum value, maximum value, and so on. Right now, the column is not understanding which type of information is being stored in it. If you see, the row ID, order date, ship mode are the headers, but they are not being represented as a headers. If you observe this one, row ID, order date, they are the headers, and others are the actual information like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as a row ID, order ID as a unique code, order date as a date format, ship date as a date format, ship mode having a multiple filters on it, customer ID with a unique customer key, and so on. So that means right now when you click on this column profile, you will see some statistical analysis going on when you click on column profile. Whichever the column you click on, it will just give it a statistical analysis of it. But this statistical analysis would work a lot more in advance when you upload or when you promote the headers. What do you mean by promoting the headers? These headers are the one that is raw in number. When you are installing or inserting a raw data into the backend, it's always have the headers being on the first record. And we wanted to promote the headers instead of this column 1, column 2, column 3. We just need to promote the headers. And this ABC is defining the data type of each column that we need to rechange it or reorder it as per the requirement. Okay. What next? Next is the column distribution. When you click on the column distribution, it just gives you the number of records present and a unique values or a distinct values. What do you mean by unique? What do you mean by distinct? It's something that you need to realize when you later on goes ahead with this topic. But for a time being, first step is always be when you see, this is just a difference that you see like column quality, column profile, column distribution that you need to check on to see this type of things. Previously, when I've just started it, you might not be seeing it. That's why I'm just giving you the idea that these three will be coming up. If you are starting the raw in your Power BI, you will see these things when you check all these three coming up. Even the formula bar, you can hide it or unhide it as per the requirement. So let's go back to the home page. Now comes the real part of cleaning out the data. In terms of cleaning out the data, my first step is the first row needs to be promoted as a header. Do we say yes, no? Like row ID, order date are significantly different from the data set being provided below. It is significantly different from the data set being provided below. So my suggestion is this first row can be promoted to the header so that we understand that each column is represented by what information. Like this column is all about row ID. This column is all about order ID. This column is all about order date. But they are being available in the first record, which not being an header. So we need to promote this thing to the header. So to promote the required results, let me just take a screenshot and guide you what is the first step. And whatever the steps you are performing, it will be shown in the applied steps. So applied step is more likely a place where you are tracking the system. Let me repeat it one more time so that you understand the things well. Just give me a second so that I can guide you properly. Okay, just try to observe the things. You will have a lot more informations coming when we move ahead. Don't worry. First thing is, I might see that this row ID, this all the first records can be promoted. Can be promoted. Yes, it can be promoted. Right now, how we can promote it? The column 1, column 2 is not representing the headers as well. So either we double click on it or give it a name. Otherwise, we have this first record, we can promote it. And whatever the steps we perform, this is the applied steps area that will show all the steps being taken care. So this is mainly a place where we are tracking the content, tracking the process. Okay, whatever the process we are doing, it's being tracking being here. Tracking is done being here. Are you guys clear? Yes, no? Quick yes or no? That means first is promoting the headers means you wanted to have a consistent headers being shown and your first record is showing actually the column or the records that needs to be promoted so that it identifies that each column is specifically coming up with what informations. Like when I promote the headers like row ID, how I need to do it, don't worry. I'll let you know. But what I'm doing, just try to say that first thing comes is my first record needs to be promoted as a header. The reason is it defines which column is providing what results. Second is whatever the steps I'm performing here, it's being available in the applied steps. so that we can easily track the process. Meanwhile, like when you like start understanding the user interface of Power BI, with the time you can understand each one of the concepts well, and with time only you will have that feeling that everything would be sorted when you spend time more on it. So I'll feel in the home option. See this, in the home option I have this option which is use first row as header. So should I click on this? So what does it says? As per the like as per my knowledge or as per the word says, if you go to the home page, if you go to the home page, observe it. In the home page, we have in one option which is use first row as header. As a normal English also says that first row as header means you have this first row. We wanted to promote this to the headers. So when I click on this, observe this. What does happen here? Row ID, order ID, where they do move? Where did they move? They move to the headers of the column. Now they become the actual headers of the column. And when we promoted the headers with the click on this, we see that a one applied step is being tracked, and whatever the step we have performed, it's being tracked in my applied steps. Are you guys clear with this thought? Yes, no? Everybody, like those who are joining it for the first time, every time, make sure you are just connecting with me on the chat. Okay. You need to understand the concept well. Make sure you have the guts to ask in the chat so that you have a lot of learnings being coming up. So this promoted headers help me to say that I have applied the step and I have tracked the step where promotion is being going for the first records as a header. Are you guys clear with this thought? Yes. So once we have promoted the headers, now is the time to define each one of the column with its consistent data type. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by the consistent data type? The consistent data type says that this particular row ID is not an ABC. Do you feel that this is a number or a string? Let me know in the chat. Is it a number or a string? It should be a sales. My bad. Is it a number or a string, guys? Write number if it is a number, or write string if it is a string. It should be a number. So do you feel that this ABC is actually defining the current data type of it? No. So when I click on this ABC, it defines what type of data you wanted to store or what type of data type you wanted to store. So I'm just taking a screenshot that so that in future, if you just refer this notes, you can easily have an understanding that this ABC would not be a choice for you to get the data converted to ABC, which is a string data type. You need to convert the desired data type, which is a whole number. Okay. Or before coming to the results, let's first see what type of information is being given in the Amazon sales so that in future, when we are creating the dashboard, we have some knowledge given on. So before defining a data type, can we give 2-3 minutes to understand what type of information being given to us in the data set? Yes, no? Is it a better practice to streamline your process? Is it a better practice to streamline your process where everything is being sorted, everything is being provided? They need to come up with the solutions where you first know what type of information is being given in the dataset. Yes, no, guys? First, at least we need to spend 2-3 minutes of time to say what information has been given in the Amazon sales dashboard. And once we have that information, it's easy for us to plan the dashboard's creation. Yes? Yes? Cool. So first is being given a row ID, which represent a general number, how many records are present in the dataset. Second comes the order ID. It's more likely a invoice. And if you observe the invoice, there is some pattern going on. CA here stands for Canada. US here stands for USA. Okay. 2016, 2015 is the year when that particular item is being purchased or when their particular invoice has been created. Yes? Yes, no? Just do let me know. So order ID is saying CA and US. That means my country of place where the content is being sharing out is nothing but either a Canada, either a USA. This 2016, 2015, 2014 is showing me the result that this invoice has been built on this year. Okay. Next step comes as a unique code. Unique code means it's a random code where the generic, if you see the repeated one, that means it's the same invoice number with having 2 or 3 multiple billing going on. And if you see, if it is 1521256, it's being having a customer name, Claire Gute. He is the one, or Claire Gute, or whatever the name it is. He's just being the one who is being ordered the same invoice, but the order item or the product can be two different products. Okay. And in the same date he has ordering. See this, order date is same and ship date is 11. So there is a important observation going on. What is the observation here? If you observe it well, it's a very amazing observation going on where when you have a order date and when you have a ship date, see this, when you have a order date, when you have a ship date, and there is a gap of 3 days. Can you see? From 8th of November till 11th of November is a 3 days of gap. So we called this as a ship mode as second class. That means like you have being a like adult, you have just order Amazon order, you have put an Flipkart order as well. So Amazon have offer the same day delivery for the like prime customer or something like that. So there is also a category of ship mode as well. When we consider it as a second class, that means your order will get delivered within a 2-3 days of time. Okay, wherever you find a second class, see this, your order is getting delivered in 3 to 4 days of time, 12 to 16, 3 to 4 days of time. Whenever you are using a standard class, it takes at least 1 week of time to get it delivered. Can you see this? Observe it. Whenever you see a standard class overlay over the way, you will see that the difference between the order date and the ship date is almost greater than 5 days or 7 days something. Yes, though. So that means second class is giving you the order within 3 to 4 days. Standard class is giving you the order between 5 to 7 days. First class is giving you the order within 1 day. See this? 17th ko order hua, 18th ko he get the shipment. Standard class again give you the order within 4-5 days. Are you guys getting it? Then there is something called as first class as well. Let's find the first class. First class is also giving you the order within 2-3 days sometimes. And there is something called as same day delivery. Let's find the same day delivery ship mode as well. We can click on this icon to apply the filter, load all the data. And I'm just wanted to say you same day delivery. Same day delivery stands for you are opting for the same day delivery. That is wherever you have order date, your ship date is also being the same. So we have categorized the ship mode based on the date of delivery's time which they are spending. Standard date hardly take 5 to 7 days. Second class means it's take 3-4 days minimum. First class means it's take 2 days, 2-3 days minimum. Are you guys clear with this ship mode? How does it impacting the order date and ship date? Yes, no. Are you guys clear with this insights? So this is a real observation going on so that we have a clear idea. Yes, no. Everyone. Now comes the part where we have a customer ID. So this customer ID and customer name, just try to observe this too. When you see a customer name like Claire Gutte, so CG is a first name and the last name having a first letter, which is have been given a customer ID unique name with 12520 is a different code as a customer ID. It's a unique ID for the customer name. Same Darren Van Huff, we have given a first second name as DV. Then Scene or Donnell, we have given SO. फिर Bossina Hoffman, we have given BH. फिर Andrew Allen, we have given A. So this customer ID is showing you some pattern that the first two character is the character of the first letter of its first name and its last name. Then there's a unique code of 12520 to 13045 for defining the customer ID as a unique number. Are you guys clear? Everybody? Rosie says yes. Others, please reply. Are you all guys getting it? The difference between customer ID, how the customer ID is being uniquely represented with a code, and how does this code is showing you a pattern with a customer name? Cool. Then comes the segment. Segment means where this segment means whenever you are opening a store, like an Amazon store as an offline center, या फिर Walmart or maybe different stores as an offline center. What is the segment that you are targeting to? Okay, your segment is consumer, your segment is corporate, your segment is home office. What do you mean by that? That means your end user is either a consumer, which is an end-to-end user. Your some of the products are going to the corporate market as well, and some of them are used for a home office. Like home office can be like a stationary items. Okay, so that is where the home office items we are selling. So we are dealing with three type of place where we are giving the records of products related to consumer end, we are providing the results or the product for the corporate end and the home office. So these are the three place where we are working on. Then we are dealing with a country only in United States. Okay, if you load the data, it's only dealing with United States. Then if you see the city of the United States, you have see lot of cities being coming up. See from Akron till larger city, Chicago, here it is Chicago and so on. So every possible cities of this Amazon dataset is showing you the results. Okay. Las Vegas and every possible like Los Angeles, every possible Miami and all is being coming in the cities. Okay, so this is a country where we are selling out all our records, all our data set, all our sales. Cities, this state are coming from Florida, California, New York, Washington, everything, every state is being mentioned. And based on the state, each one of the state is being showing you the postal code. Postal code is the pin code of that area. Then it's belonging to which region of the United States they belong to. So south, east, west, north, central region, something like that. Then comes the product ID. Now, product ID is again an observation thing. So make sure you're observing it well. Okay. So product ID is being divided into category, subcategory, and product name. Let's see it, observe it. Category is a furniture. So we are dealing with how much category? Let's see. If I load more, we are dealing with furniture. We are dealing with office supplies. We are dealing with technology. Okay. In the category, we have subcategory as well. If you're using furniture, so we have like bookcases. If I just apply a filter on furniture, let's see what all filters we have in the furniture. So the furniture, what are the subcategories we have? We are dealing with bookcases, chairs, furnishing, and tables. These are the four items as a subcategory we are dealing with corresponding to category, which is furniture. If we change the furniture to something else, to office supply. Why I'm doing this? Just because I have an understanding what does this belong to, what subcategories. So in the office supplies, we have appliances, art, binders, envelopes, and fastener, labels, paper, storage, suppliers. This is more likely stationary items only. After office supplies, we have something called as technology. Okay, let's click on it. In the technology, we are dealing with what? We're dealing with accessories, copiers, machines, phones. Okay, these are like laser machines and printer machines kind of thing. So I hope you understand this one. So when I bring all the data completely back, you will see all the subcategory being resetted to all the categories and all. Second things that come up is observe this product ID now. So the product ID first says FUR. FUR stands for category. If you see furniture, FUR. Then second is the letter or the second alphanumeric keyword or a special character shows BO. BO stands for bookcases. Here furniture have chair. Here office supply has labels. Here furniture have tables. Here office supply has storage. Here furniture has furnishing. Here office supply has art. So I hope you understand. The last few keywords are the like a random unique code for defining a unique product. But the first two alphanumeric says that it belongs to a furniture and it's having a subcategory as bookcase. Are you guys getting the splitting of how FUR stands for? It's a category. How BO is stands for? It's a subcategory. And then we have a unique code that overall combined shows a product ID. Yes, no? So this is a matter of fact that you need to spend some time to realize the understanding of each information being given to you. Okay. Then comes the product name. What type of product being stored or what type of product is being shown in your system? Like product name is more likely another category, which is subcategory of category. Like category, then it's like if it is a category is a grandparent, then your parent is subcategory and your children is product name. Okay, the product belongs to each subcategory. So bookcases has some description of the product name like Bush, some set, collection bookcase. Chairs have something like Horn Deluxe, fabric, upholstered, stacking chairs, rounded back and all. Then this is a sales figure coming up. What does the sales says? Let's see. So this sales say that overall sales it is. Okay. This is the quantity that you are coming up with, two quantity being some coming up. And this is the invoice bill that they have come up, which is if they're buying two bookcases as a quantity, the overall amount that they have purchased it in dollars is 261.96 cents. Okay. And there is no discount being given to them. And this discount is not in zero. This is in percentage. If you say it's 0.45, it's not in 0.45. How much 0.45 is the discount? No. This is the 0.45 is the percentage discount, which says it's a 45% discount being given. 20% discount is being given, and so on. Are you guys clear? So you will, if you see this within a range of 0 to 1, if you see it within a range of 0 to 1, that means they are 80% discount, 70% discount, and so on. 45% discount, 32% discount. Are you guys getting it? So this order quantity is saying what are the order quantity you are selling, and overall order quantity is giving you the number of sales figure. So this is not like you need to multiply it to calculate the overall sale. This is actually the sales, not a price of an each unit. Are you guys getting the difference? This is the sales of two unit, not the price of each item. Clear or not? Clear it or not? Are you all guys clearing this fact? Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So this is a sales of a unit. If you are buying 2 units, 6 units, 4 units, 7 units, this is the place of the units being coming up. So the second stage, which is being showing you the result is discount. It is in percentage will convert it. Profit will show you the profit in dollars. Sometimes you have a profit and sometimes you wouldn't have a profit. You're selling 5 quantity at 45% discount, but you are selling it at a loss. Negative value shows that the maybe the product is getting older and older, maybe the expiry date is coming, any reason can be coming up, but the seller is selling out it in a loss, not in a profit. If it is a negative values, it shows that it's a loss going on. Are we guys clear? The negative values, what does it shows? Positive values, what does it shows? And so on. Clear with this fact so that I can jump into the transformation quickly. Quick reply, guys, quick reply. When product ID contains grandparents and parents, then what is the use of children? The use of children is to define the individual perspective of a product. Okay, the children is your product name, and that product name is defining you what type of product is being selling out in the market. Even in a bookcase or even in a some categories like chairs, we can have multiple categories of chair. No, like let's suppose I'll say a chair. A chair can be a normal chair, a recliner chair, it can be a office chair, it can be a what we say rounded chair. So there can be a sub in a subcategory of chair, it can be a different products catalog being coming up. That's why there is a requirement of a product name as well. Think about this way, like I have say we have a subcategory as bike, but in the bike we have three or four subcategory or a product that is belonging to the bike are being selling out. Are you guys getting my point? Let's think about this way, na. Even as a single model, you want to buy a car, Hyundai car. In the Hyundai car also there are 8 to 10 models coming up. You wanted to buy a Mahindra car. Mahindra car is also having 10, 15 models coming up. So that model name is being nothing but a product name. Okay. So if you really want to figure out like what product is actually excelling in the market, so for that you need to have the information of a product name. Okay, subcategory name is okay. Like SUV is being the highest selling throughout India. Okay. But what about which product is the highest selling? What are the sales figure? Which variant is being highest selling? Okay. So you have been like finding out these results where the variant wise analogy is going on, variant wise categories being defined and so on. Yes. Yes. No. Good. Perfect. So if this is being clear, let's move to the last stage where it is says return. Return means the product is being returned back it or not. So you have understand what type of information is being stored to us. Now it's the time to convert all of the information in a well-defined manner with the data type that represent that informations well. Do we agree on it? Now it's the time to clean it. So I'm just closing it if I applied any filter rows. I do not want to do that. Okay, make sure this applied step is very clean and formatted well. After promoting the headers, we wanted to improve or we wanted to define each data type with what type of information needs to be stored in a row ID. What do you think? You just define me, I'll just create it. You just define me that this type of information is a nothing but a whole number, decimal number, maybe a date, time, duration, maybe Boolean values. It can be a decimal number, percentage, anything. You just define it. What does this column is all about? Let's see how many of you are being active. Good, whole number. Very good. What is this order ID is all about? It's a alphanumeric value. So alphanumeric value can never be come up in any numbers or any format rather than ABC. So it should be a string only. Okay, please make sure everybody is interacting and let me know. So we would not change it. ABC would be handle the numbers along with this just because it's a alphanumeric code going on. And this can be handled only with string. Why we would not like to convert it into numeric values, nevertheless, the reason is simple that we would not find any aggregations out of it. Aggregations means we do not want to club anything. We do not want to find some calculations on the numeric data. So this is not like a one. It is more likely a categorical data, which we dropped it based on order ID. We can take a count as well, as easy as it is, but there is no requirement of doing any statistical analysis like finding mean, median, average, finding some sum of it, count of it, anything. So that things can be easily handled when you really want to get the data in a numeric format. Now, what about the order date? Simple, it is date. Perfect. Convert it into the date. You will see the formatting is being changed. What about the ship date? And as you change the date, you will see this icon is changed to date format as a calendar icon. Ship date is also a date. Yes, no. Do not use date and time just because we do not have a data type or a content which is having a time as well. So always choose date only. Are you guys getting it? Why we are doing this date as a format? Just because these two columns are defining the date. And as I define the data type, previously, if I do not define the data type, they are considering that as a string. And if they are considering as a string, in future, we cannot analyze the things in terms of year, month, and this. If you have gone through with the data set, we are going to create this one. In all of the results, you will see year, you will see profit based on, see this, year. So two maps or two places are here. Even the slicer needs to be say that it's a range of a year or a date. You cannot create this slicer or even this year-wise sales or this year-wise sales and profit as an individual. The reason is you're not converting the date into the date format rather than if it is a string, you would not find much insights of it. So make sure every column is defining the defined data type and storing the information well organized with each homogeneous data type is being defined. So are you understanding why we have converted the date format only? Just because we can extract. If it is a date, we can easily extract the year from it, month from it, and day from it. But if it is a string, extracting a year, fetching the month, fetching the quarter would not be a choice. Okay. And you would not able to create this sales by year. You cannot create this having a range of data just because string cannot be considered as a range. Range is always be a numeric range or a range with a date data type. Are you guys clear? So in order to make this range as a slicer, make this graph, make this charts, all of you need to make sure that each one of the column needs to define with its purely data type according to the data provided in that column. Then ship mode. What do you think? Everybody interact. Give it a thought. Nobody is judging you. Okay. Try to give it a thought. Everybody I want, not only the Ravani is being interactive in the session. ABC. Good. Why ABC? The reason of the ABC is this is a string data type. We do not need to convert it any data type as well. What about the customer ID? If you are willing to write not in a larger way, you can write 1, 2, 3, ABC, something like this. Good. Why ABC? Just because it's a alphanumeric values, we do not use it for any calculations. And it is where we just have that all information coming up. What is the customer name is all about? Customer name, as a name suggests, it's nothing but a name with ABC as an information. Are you guys clear? Next comes is the segment. Segment is also a ABC as it is storing a categorical data. Country is also ABC. City is also ABC. State is also ABC. Yes. Then comes the part which is postal code. Postal code. What do you think? Does the postal code have any alphanumeric values? Click on this icon to see. Load more. Any numeric values coming up? Like alphanumeric values coming up? No. It's all are numeric. So what do you suggest? It should be postal code. Numeric. Very good. Very good. So it should be a whole number. Okay, as you see the whole number is being converted, you will see that it would be moved to the right side. As a clear observation, if you see numeric values come from right side of your column and string values comes to the left side of a column. Can you see the difference? Region is ABC, product ID is also ABC, category is also ABC, subcategory is also ABC, product name is also ABC. Let's move ahead. Sales. What do you feel? What will be the sales value? I'm giving the option. We have two options in the decimal number. Which one you choose? First or second? Why first, guys? It's a currency, no? It's a fixed decimal number with a currency. So it's a sales figure. Why first? It's a sales figure. See this icon. 1.2 is a decimal one, but you have the fixed decimal number only, but this is a currency. Is a sales a currency or not? So do you choose one or two? Everybody please write one or two. Everybody. Perfect. Two it is. Two it is. Okay. What about the quantity? What about the quantity? Is it a numeric value or a string or a decimal or something like that? Quantity will always be a decimal. No, not being a decimal at any point of time. It should be a whole number. The reason is you never find a quantity that is being selling out in decimals. Okay. So it should be a whole number. Good. What about the discount? Good, good, Rabani. Discount is actually not in decimals. They are converted to the percentage. Like here, we are giving 45% discount. Here we are giving 20% discount and so on. So we have an option of percentage, which is fourth index, and it converts the things into percentage. Are you guys clear? How does this percentage has been converted? The reason is very simple, that we are giving a conversion to 0 to 1 in a range. But as the conversion going on, we are being given idea that this particular column is giving a discount in percentage. Pretty sure that it's a percentage. Everybody agrees on it. Yes, no. What about profit now? Good, good. Dollars with decimal. Good, Rabani. What about others? Profit needs to be in currencies in a decimal. Yes, no. See, do not write yes. If you are comfortable with it, you can write 1. 1 means yes, 0 means false. If you are agree with me, you can write 1. If you are not agree with me, you can write 0. Simple. Do not type yes, yes again. Maybe it will be difficult for writing yes again and again. 1 means yes, 0 means false. True and false, we always do this in the classes. So make sure everybody is writing 1 if they say this is the fixed decimal place needs to be coming. So now I can see the interactivity and how many people are interactive. They say that it basically means that you are actually getting the point. Whatever I'm saying, you are actually getting it. So do I use fixed decimal place? Yes. So this is the conversion of a profit. Profit is in currency, sales is in a currency, and return is it's in ABC. It has, I guess, two options. Either the return is being coming or not, which is yes and no. Okay. So ABC would handle it well. So there is no requirement of changing it. So this is the clean data right now. Okay, you as an initial going on, we can transform n number of things, but just because we are just promoting the handles and changing the data type, there are n number of transformation can be done. As it's a more likely a lecture which is being conducted to give you the overall idea of Power BI so that you guys can familiar. But when we are working on a larger data set, you being easy to handle this data set with a project, and there is a lot of transformation, there is a lot of connections, building model view, everything come up. As we are dealing with only one data set, which is a merged column, merged table, having all the information in a single table, so we do not need too much about worry things. Relationships, everything would be come up when we are doing a lot more bigger projects, but for a time being, this is the it. Rabani says return should be a true, false, or string. If it is a yes, no, there is no requirement of converting into true, false. True, false is also a kind of a categorical data, and ABC, which is being giving you the answers like yes and no, it's also a categorical data, so both will work. So true and false would not be a good chance. String can handle it. Okay, so this is it. Now what happens? Observe this. Once you have cleaned this data, now if I click on this arrow, when I click on this, now you will see the distribution is giving you the minimum value as 1, maximum value as 1000, representing that R. Where would you should use true or false? When your current data type is your true and false being given. Okay, even 0 and 1, if only 0 and 1 given, you can convert into true and false or a Boolean format. Even there is a like language given true and false, and that is a defining a data type which is by default ABC. You can convert it into true and false, which is a Boolean. So at that place, yes and no would not be the easy choice. Yes, yes, go ahead, go, Rishi. Go ahead. Any questions that come up in your mind, just a curiosity questions in that case. Children is very, very important. Ek second. Children is very, very important. Then why is companies not putting up in product ID? Which would be more easy for companies to understand the exact product which is higher selling. See, the companies are not the one who is wanted to find the best variant to buy. Think about it. Companies are have a clear idea in the back end, like what is like when they launch a product. Taking an example of a car. Think about this way: when they launch a product, they know the socio-economic condition of each and every country. When Hyundai is dealing in India, they are dealing with n number of countries. Okay, so they everybody research it before coming to launch any model, and what are the price range, what are the variant, what price, what segment, what luxury item, everything is being catered with some strategies, everything. So when you are finding a sales figure, they doesn't care about the product name as an individual reality. They wanted to see the categories based on it. Let's suppose if I wanted to see that my sales is coming from a brand which is Hyundai, having few segments coming up. They have a sedan as well. They have a SUV as well. They have MPV as well. They have MS like XUV as well, like bigger one as well. So Alcazar is more likely a XUV, or a bigger SUV, like and this Creta and this mini SUVs are the trend, then Verna will be your sedan and so on. So think about it. If I just give you the overall picture of the sales figure for a Verna, rather than giving a variant wise figures, when I say product name or a product model name, it's more likely the variant of a sedans like Verna has S variant, SX variant, SX optional variant, and so on. Okay. So when we are defining it model wise with a variant wise, it is more in-depth analysis going on. Okay. And this type of research, even you do not need to remember it with the help of product or a product ID. When you're dropping this result into the visuals, no, you can directly use the product name to categorize the things, making it group based on product name and aggregating the sales figure on it. That would be the best choice rather than giving it a name. It's more likely a name. This type of alphanumeric name is a kind of a code being given to it. This order ID have CA stands for Canada, US stands for USA, year and some unique code. Same in the product ID. It's just a alphanumeric code to define which. See, this product ID being having a furniture and bookshelf is easy being handled just because all the products can lie in this one unique code. But if you wanted to create a unique code for product name, that means you are creating n number of different code, and that would be making some what do we say confusion on it. Think about it. Bookshelf can have bookcases, or a chair can have 10 or 15 categories of chair inside it, which is having a different product catalog. So defining inside a chair is handling a one data set where grouping is being done based on chair, and all the sales coming from the chair is easy to handle. But what about if you are segregating these things to 15 or 50 products? That means you are not analyzing the things well. You are creating a clustered over there where you are creating 50 different categories for finding a small sales. Getting a point, Rossi? So it's always be a better fact that bring the parent or a grandparent to group the things so that you will find much more heavier picture rather than giving an individual sales coming up from different product. In a single category of chair or even in a single category of sedan, n number of sedans can be come up. If I take here this example, in a single category of technologies, there are n number of phones can come up. In the single category of furnitures like chair, there are n number of products can come up. When you go with a product name, you are creating 15 records or 15 rows out of it. Okay. And when you are creating a chair, you are just dealing with one or two records as max. So that's why subcategory and this thing is very important. And when you need to just go in a granular level, I'll show you how to go in a granular level when we are dealing with hierarchy format in dashboards. So now is the time when we have just defined each column represented it well. You will see that now when I click on it, it's giving me the column statistics well. Minimum value is 1, maximum value is 1000, the average coming is 500, standard deviation is coming 288, even values is 500, odd values is 500, unique values is 1000, distinct value is 1000, and so on. There is no empty values, there are no error. When I click on order ID, there is no empty, there is no errors. Total count is 1000, distinct count is 479, unique count is 226, and minimum value is this just because it's an alphanumeric value. So alphabetically C comes first, maximum value is U, alphabetically U comes later on. Order date, same. Minimum date is 1st of 4th of January to 2014. Maximum date is 30th of December 2017. Average is being coming, although in a date average doesn't matter, but you see it. Ship mode, every statistics is coming. Customer ID, every statistics is coming. Customer name, although there is no statistic being required much, but when I take the statistics for, let's suppose, sales, in the sales, 901 unique values, like 901 distinct values, 831 unique values. There is NA and NaN means not a number. There is zero values which do not consider itself as a number. There is no error. There is no empty values being present. Minimum value of a sales figure is 1.08. Maximum value of the sales is $8159. Good one. Average is coming this, standard deviation is coming this, and so on. How much quantity is being selling? This is called as column profile. This is being active when you click on this column profile. What does it do? Distinct and unique means same, right? No, they are different. Okay, let me teach you the distinct and unique meaning. So here is a thought. Just observe this few numbers. Those who have like issues with the distinct and unique, just let me know. I'll just guide you. So this is just a random numbers I'm writing it. Okay. And we wanted to categorize this number with distinct and unique. So I'm just giving it like 10. Okay. Somewhere I'm writing 20. Somewhere I'm writing 30. Okay. Somewhere I'm writing 30 here. I'm writing 30 again. I'm writing 20 again. I'm writing 40. I'm writing 50, 50, 40. Okay, just observe this, what happens. So there are two categories being defined here. One we call as distinct value. Okay, and another we call it as what? Unique. So the difference between distinct and unique, it might be asked in an interview as well. So distinct means a value should come one or more falls into distinct. Unique means only one, only one. Are you guys getting it? One or more is a distinct and only one is a unique value. Okay. What happens? Think about this case. When I write 10, when I write 10, does the 10 comes of one or more than 10? This is the counter going on. Distinct has one value, zero value as an initial stage. Unique has zero value at an initial stage. Are you guys clear? So when I say 10, how many times you will see the frequency of 10? What is the frequency of 10, guys? What is the frequency of 10, guys? The frequency of 10 is 1. So that means it is coming one or more time. So that means we increase the distinct count as well. And we increase the unique count as well. Yes. Now, as a name suggests distinct, it means if the value is coming one or more than one, we at least consider this as a one and its repetitive value would not be counted. Think about it. 20 is a critical moment, you understand here. When I write 20, what is the frequency of 20? What is the frequency of 20, guys? What is the frequency of 20? 2. So it never be a unique value. 20 is never be a unique value. So my distinct count will increase to 2. I'm counting it as only one time. I'm counting and increasing my counter as 1 only. But here 20 is being counted. It's distinct, going into distinct categories. Even if it is having 1020 being repeated 1000 times, we only counted 1 and we falls into the category of distinct. If it is a 1, we need to falls into the category of both. Okay, just because distinct means at least that values is appear 1 at least. And if it is distinct is increasing, and if it is not coming into the category as unique, that means this 20 is coming only one time being added to the unique. And if it is being repeated 100 times, we do not care. We just consider this as a unique value. Are you guys clear? Yes, no? See about 30. 30 would be another crucial moment. Just say, what is the frequency of 30? I've changed the numbers, guys. Check it once. What is the frequency of 30? 3. So 3 says it cannot be a unique value. It never be a unique value. So it would be considered as a distinct, increasing the count at 1. So 30 would be counted only once in the distinct. Even it is repeated 10 times, 100 times, we don't care. We have given into category of distinct. That means it's a distinct values. Is it clear? Now what about 40? What is the frequency of 40? 2 times. So it increases the count of distinct only. So distinct becomes 4 now. What about 50? 2 times. So it increases the distinct count only. Distinct becomes 5. Now another critical movement, 60. What about 60 now? 1 time. So it increases the count of distinct and unique. So out of all data set that has been given, 16 are the distinct values. That means overall you have 16, 6 distinct values. Means overall you have 6 values at max. Unique means out of them, there are 2 values which are coming at a frequency of 1. Is it clear now? What difference between distinct and unique? Pretty clear. Would you remember it for a longer time? Say yes, no, everyone. Now, if you are defining these results well, we are clicking on the quantity and we see that there are 14 quantity which are distinct. There are no values which are 0. That means all values are repeated. There are no unique values. Okay. Same here in the 12 distinct and 0 unique means all the 12 values are being repeated multiple times. There is no individual value which is being coming uniquely. In the sales, in the profit, there are 938 total values which are being coming as being repeated or somewhere, and 894 are unique values. In the sales, 901 are the total sales being coming. In the 901 total, we have 1000 sales. That means 99 are the ones that are being repeated twice or thrice, something like that. Others 831 are the unique values out of 901. Okay, if you just subtracted it, is almost how much? 831 minus 901. 901, it's 70 approx. 70 are the values which have been repeated multiple times. Just because distinct will have, if unique and distinct are the one, 831 are distinct values which are unique. Yes, 831 are the distinct values which are unique, and the remaining, if you take a difference, 70 are the one which are being repeated. If you take the difference here, 2 are the unique values which are distinct as well. 2 are the unique values which are distinct as well. And if I take the difference, which is 4, 4 are the one which is repeated multiple times. Can we say that? Yes, no? 2 are the distinct values which are unique. See this, what I'm saying, observe it. 2 are the distinct values which are unique. 2 are the distinct values which are unique. And the remaining 6 minus 2 is 4. The remaining 4s have repeated values. Same here. 831 are the distinct values which are unique. And if I take the difference of this two, 70 are the values which are coming multiple times. Clear with this thought? The difference between distinct and unique, everyone? 160 plus duplicates where it is. It cannot have a 160 plus duplicate, Ravani. How is it possible? Should I hover it? Wherever you see, like wherever you see, just let me know which column. Define the column name, no? Sales 900 plus rows. Sales column. Where it is coming. This is 901, no? And this is 831. Okay, cool. So let's move ahead. This is the data set that we have cleaned. Now it's a step to click on this close and apply. When you click on this close and apply, you are bringing all the data set back to the front end. See this, it will take a time to load the data to the front end. It's loading it, loading it, loading it. We call this as a process of ETL. ETL means extracting the data. T means transforming the data. We have done with the transformation. We have cleaned the data using Power Query Editor. And L here stands for loading out the data. So this is the Amazon sales which is being loaded in the data pane. So can I say this? The process of all the results being coming up is following a process called as ETL. ETL stands for extracting, extracting, transforming, and loading the data. Okay, so we have extract the data, we have fetched the data from the internet, we have fetched the data from any sources. Right now we have a workbook, Excel workbook, which we have imported it. It's called as extracting. Transforming means reading out the data, cleaning out, and loading it back to the front end. This is the data which is being cleaned now. Everything is being coming fine. Wherever you see a date, you will see a calendar column. Wherever you see a numeric values, you will see this sigma symbol. And wherever you see a date, you will see this. Now comes the part where we need to see it's a single table, so there is not be a relationship exist. Only a one table. So if you have a multiple table, we can build a relationship. In a table view, you will see all the results coming up in a tabular format. Okay, all the results are coming in the tabular formats. So now it's the time, just because we have dealing with a single table, so there is no relationship exist as of now. So we are jumping into the project where we are creating the visualization chart. Are you guys clear? Shall we start? I'm coming in 1 minute by filling up my water bottle. You always need to write start in the chat so that we can start. Guys, write start. I'm coming in 1 minute. Okay. What about others, guys? Only few people have written it start. Okay. So this is a place where we have a report view. Okay. In the report view, we will be given a two option. One is like a desktop view and another is mobile view. Okay. The next step that comes up is we need to analyze this fact that first you always have all the understanding and building of desktop view would be coming. And with that desktop view, we can easily convert that desktop into some mobile layout. Okay, pretty clear. So let's try to add a theme. Theme is more likely a background color that you wanted to add. So you have this icon, which is format. In the format icon, you have this option called as canvas background. In the canvas background, would you like to bring a color like black? You can bring a color black. Remove the transparency to zero something. So it's a black theme being chosen. If you do not like the black color, you can also uh, browse the content from the internet, like a gradient color or something like that. Let's suppose you wanted to add a background. So we go to somewhere here and we go to a website called as Unsplash, unsplash.com. And in this background, we will search for let's suppose what is we are dealing with Amazon. Okay. Amazon sales or uh, Amazon background, something like this. To make my dashboard looks perfect, good. Okay, okay. It's considering Amazon as a forest. Amazon, Amazon, what was it? E-commerce. So they did understand what I'm talking about. Mhm. If it is not coming, we will choose anything related to it. How I'll say Amazon to it. First, see when I say Amazon logo, it looks like this. We can use this as well. We can use this as well. We can use this as well. What do you think? Is it a good one as a background? So I'm downloading this one. Okay, Unsplash is like a platform where you will find a 4D or like good quality of image. And with that good quality of image, you can just use it. Let's see if I've been downloaded or not. Yes, it's being downloaded. Let's try to use this one. So what I need to do, we have this Canva settings have a browse option where we can browse an image. So let's try to browse an image. In the downloads, we have this one. So this is being coming as a normal fit. So I need to get it to fit or maybe to fill. What do you feel? Fit is the good one. Looks perfect to me. Yes. Although the graph needs to be like a transparent one when we are creating it, or we can set the transparency as well. 0% is the good one. Looks perfect. Looks perfect, guys. Do you let me know? Yes. At least write one or zero. Zero means not perfect. One means going in a good direction. So with this format option, you have this option called as Canva background. You can check it. You can add a wallpaper as well, something like that. We are using it a Canva background. So because this is a Canva to us. Apart from this, we wanted to highlight a first either our name or a Amazon, something like this as a box, insert box. So what I'll do, there is an option in the insert box as well, and there is an option coming out as text box. I'm clicking on it. In this, I'm giving it not my name this time. I'm just saying Amazon, uh, Amazon dashboard, something like this. Sego UI, I wanted to make it Sego UI bold. Sego UI bold. Where it is, Sego UI bold. If it is not having an option, we just go with Sego UI and making it bold from here itself. Why it's not being highlighted? Increasing the font size to something more relevant. Hmm. See, it takes time. Okay. So you just need to be with me for a time being. Okay. We'll make it perfect, making it perfect look. We'll do it. Don't worry. Right now, I'm just writing an Amazon bot like this. Or even if I just need to shrink it, I can shrink it a little bit. 28 is the size I feel is a good one. It's because we need to add other KPIs as well. Okay. It's more readable, so why to just spend more time on it? Apart from that, if you want, underline these things. For a timing, this is the one. I'll just manufacture it. Although I can have this set value to transparent. I don't find much information here. So don't worry. Like I'll just copy use a like format painter and do it. So what next? What next, guys? After being the name, we wanted to bring something like this. I'm just giving you the reference here. We wanted to bring the sum of sales or sum of sales, I guess. Sum of sales it is. How much sales is being coming. So first comes is the filter. What are the visuals you wanted to bring? So this is more likely a scorecard to bring. You've already played it. We just need to customize it as much as we can. It's a perfect way to bring. So we have this option called as scorecard. Click on the scorecard and we'll design it. Once we design as a standard design being called, we use it for every time. In this one, just drop the sales. Just drop the sales and this will give you the sales in dollars. Not in dollars, it in rupees. So what do you need to do? Go to the table view. Wherever you find this results being coming in Indian rupees, just because my regional setting is set to Indian rupees, click on this sales, convert it into dollar, click on the profit, convert it into dollar. Okay. And discount is in percentage. So maybe at the time of loading it to the front end, there are some minute changes being coming up. Okay. Discount is being changed. Some errors being coming up. So I would rather go with zero only for a time being. We'll fix this discount later on. Don't worry. But right now, my content and profit are being coming in the sales figures is in dollar right now. So till this point, it's clear, looks good. I double click on this icon to make it style and size, something like this. So sizing and styling, I don't want. I wanted to remove the background. Okay, I wanted to add a visual borders. Okay, and this visual borders needs to be come up with either white color, just because my theme is black, so visual borders can be a white color. It can be having a rounded corners. If you see it look like this, something like this. Looks perfect, looks good. What I'm doing, I'm just like making it Ravani says zero. Not looking good. Okay, that means I'm just rounded figures I'm talking about, not the content. I will make it whiter. Okay, that theme I need to do it. Right now I'm just like discussing about the visual borders and all. So this is a white color borders and a rounded figures. Let's add a shadow as well. And shadow can be more likely a grayish color, or even a shadow can be slightly this one that throws light to me. I'm choosing a this is enough. This is enough. Looks perfect. Does it look perfect? Is it giving you the 3D shade? 3D one? Yes, no? Kind of. Okay. Now, see, whenever you're choosing a background as a black theme, always choose the color white wisely. So it's a black and white combination going on. So if it is a black theme, go with a white color. Go with a white color. So after visual orders and all these things, you can set the offset as well, inside or outside. Inside means you wanted to bring the shadows to the inside. Outside is the feel I feel outside is good. Bottom right, bottom left, whatever the corners you wanted to give, center, or maybe bottom right, bottom left, and top right, and so on. So whichever you will feel, I'm just giving you the idea. I don't want to create it again and again. It is just your creativity comes up into existence. I just guide you. Okay. So removing the background, giving a visual borders, and showing our tables would be another thought. After this, title is not being required as we have this callout value. So in the title, you have title, subtitle, divider, spacing. If you click on the title, here's the title coming up. As we have a sum of sales, so there is no requirement of a title for a time being. Okay. And
I should want to ask.
Shweta, you are saying something? If you have a title, it's okay. If you wanted to add a title, so you want to remove the category label. Category label is sum of sales. Okay. Now I just need to make it sum of sales more looking perfect. So I'm making it white. Now is it visible? Sum of sales. Making it bold. Is it visible, guys? or increasing the size to, okay, some of cells is visible, so I'm not changing it anything. Sego UI bold, white color pure with the black theme looks perfect. In the callout value, we have this value $2.39. I wanted to convert into first to Sego UI as a standard uh, font, converting the theme to lightest gray, making it bold. Does it look perfect? Or you wanted to highlight the color with red color or something? Whichever the lightest color you wanted to bring, just because it's a black theme background. So you can go with golden color as well. Just as an Amazon theme, we can go with this golden color as well. Does it look perfect now? And in the display unit, you can set it to none. That means you wanted to show all the units in numbers. As it is a good way to represent in millions, it's a good way. That's why we are representing in 2.3 millions. Is it coming perfect? Yes. So it's a like a normal theme. We are not giving any background. If you remember, in the size and title, we haven't given any background. Background would ruin the results. We have removed the background. So it is just whatever the background you have given in the gradient or in the Canva, which is the backend background, it will be showing you the result. Apart from that, apart from that, this theme color is being showing as per the background is dark, so you need to use lighter color. So I'm just choosing with the Amazon this icon color, which is 2.3 million, and some of sales is being visible well. So it's look perfect to me. Does it look perfect to you as well? Does it look perfect to you as well, guys? So what you do when you created the first one, now it's almost overall your time is like okay to have. You are done with the syllabus or something like this. You do not need to create the same formatting. You choose this theme color for everywhere. You choose this theme color for everywhere. So how you do it? Just click on this. Having a format painter, click on the format painter and drop the format painter to this as well. Okay, so this is more likely a chosen theme being clear. I just need to increase the size little bit and the color needs to be defined well. I guess there is no options of color, font color. I'm just choosing a font color from here. Just this. Looks perfect now. Whatever the theme, whatever the like significant values you have set, it's being using a format painter. It's being given here as well. And with this three dots, you can just set the space and allot it accordingly. Are you guys clear till now? Good morning, sir. Sorry for the interruption. I have a small doubt. I am not able to change the data type, string format to date format. Please share my doubt. Can I share my screen? Yes. Go ahead, Shweta. Go ahead. Share your screen. Let's see what errors you are facing. Hmm. In the order date, you are getting an error. Okay. Convert it back to ABC. Okay. Click on ABC again. Go to use locale, using locale, below bottom. Using locale. Click on the data type to date. Click OK. Still an error. Go to remove this step, remove the applied step from the applied step, cut it down. Go back again to using locale. Click on data type and change it to English United Kingdom. This type of error comes up when you are first change the data type. English UK. Go with E. Alphabetically E first. E comes above. Then UK. In the English UK. UK will comes below. Go with U. Click OK. And same you need to do it with ship date as well. Okay. This type of error comes when your regional language is set to different states, and that's why it throws an error in the date format. Go with ship date again with this format. Using locale, change the locale to date and set the region to English United Kingdom. Above. Click OK. And is it done? Clear it is. So sometimes if you throw an error with a date format, you can do it with using locale. As it is in my case not being coming, so I have not taught you, but this is a little advanced, I guess. If you find this type of errors, this can be resolved that way. Are you guys clear till so far? Welcome. Shall we move? Shall we move, guys? So what next? We have this theme color, sum of sales being created, and now is the next stage where we wanted to bring the results in more advanced concepts. Now it's easy. What we do, we wanted to bring this sum of profit. So what you need to do? What do you need to do? Drop this, copy and paste, Control C, Control V, copy it again. And here, double click on it. In the formatting, see this, build up visuals in the formatting instead of sum of sales. Drop it profit. Search for a profit, drop the profit here. It calculates the sum of profit. Double click on it. Go to the callout values and change instead of millions, change it to thousands. Easy one. So it's 286.4, 286.4. Are you guys clear? Yes, no? What next? What next? Sum of order quantity. Drop it again, copy paste, create a one. We need to resize it, don't worry. Instead of profit, go with quantity. Repeat the format painter. Okay. So the format painter is something like, let's suppose I'm deleting this one. I'm doing it in front of you. I'm creating a new scorecard. When you do the scorecard, this is a row scorecard coming. Okay. Why to, when you have the theme coming up, why to choose it again and again? Yes. Why to choose it again and again? So what we'll do, we simply try to solve these results where everything is being coming. Let's suppose I'm taking a order quantity. This time I'm taking order quantity where it is quantity. Drop the quantity here. So it takes sum of order quantity, which is 30K, approximately the 30K, which is being shown here, 37.9 as an approx. If you go with a 2 decimal place. Okay. If you wanted to go with a 2 decimal place, go with that. Double click on it. Okay. In the callout value, we wanted to go with 1 decimal place, let's suppose. So now the value is coming 37.9K. What next? Whichever the formatting you need to select. Let's suppose you want to select this formatting. Select this one. Click on this format painter and then drop this format painter to the raw file that you have created. Done. Now the formatting here is K. Here it is also K. If you're dropping the formatting from here, let's suppose I'm selecting this formatting, clicking on format painter and dropping it here. Now it converts into million. So whatever the context of this formatting has been copied, it needs to paste it here. Some finite changes you need to do, something like this. Even formatting is more likely the content or the theme color we are copying it, rounding borders we are copying it from everywhere. Apart from that, we can just choose or give it some our own tadka as well. Okay. Whatever the flavor, whatever the way we wanted to represent, we can do it that as well. Is it clear now? Everybody, please let me know. I need to bring little bit of space. The reason being, I need to add a slicer as well. For a timing, I'm just removing 0 decimal place. Okay, I'm removing a 0 decimal place. And here also, it should be 0 decimal place. Okay, let's add a new one. Now comes the part which we have called it as a slicer. Shall we move? Yes, no? Yes, no? So now comes the part where we are adding this slicer for a date range. Okay, so what we need to do, at what time the order has been placed till the time. So this is the slicer being coming up. Here we have an option of a slicer. Click on the slicer, add it, and in this, just drop this order date. Okay, you will see this one. Now, in order to place this, just copy the formatting from anywhere. Just select this one, format painter, copy it and paste it here. It will come up easily. As the like labeling and the text would needs to be come up with a file, like here the text needs to be come up. So we need to do some settings here. Like slicer setting is between a range. So we are choosing a between only. Apart from that, the values needs to be come up with a color. Sego UI, no issues. The font color would be golden. And the title. Slicer is okay. It should be having a white color something. Looks perfect to me. Background, we are removing it. At the top, we have some title as well. So this is more likely a title coming. Something is the title. Here we are given a title only, no? Order date. So I'm adding a title here, which is nothing but order date, which is Sego UI, and the text color is set to golden. Little bit of hanging going on. The system lags a little bit, don't worry. So everything, you need to just place it somewhere here. So for this it again. So for this, that is like in a real time also you need to spend some time on resizing and all these things. So what I can do, I go back here as it's a bigger, close everything. Let's make it 24. Okay. And when it is 24, we can resize it to somewhere here. And I'm just, see, this is your creativity, how much you wanted to resize, how much time you need to go and spend it. Here also in the 2.3 million, I was to give it a call out value with some values less than that, something like 32. Or 36 max, not more than that. A little bit of space would not be an issue. Same here, it should be 36. Dropping it somewhere, having a space. You can use arrow keys to shift it. Okay. Once you have selected it, use it somewhere. This much is good. Same here. The quantity needs to be equal to 36. It needs to be consistent, although I can just drop it with a format painter as well at the initial stage. But that is good to have. So after this, let's having a space enough for this one. Okay, we have space for this one. Now what we do? We can select all of them. See this, we can select. Let's suppose I wanted to give it a space till here. What I need to do, I can select all of them Let me select all of them. See this, I am selecting all of them. Just observe it what I am doing. Just a space over here. Yes. So I've selected all of them. I go to the view, or even I go to the format. There is a something like it alignment, align to distribute horizontally. Perfect. It is. Now it's being distributing the results well. Okay. And I want this Amazon order little bit of somewhere here. And this should be somewhere. Give me a second. This much of space. Now if I select now, having an equal space till the bottom, everything is being selected. Go to the format, align, distribute horizontally. Now it's being perfectly aligned. Are you guys clear? So it takes time. I feel it's take time, but I hope you have clear with this thought. Yes. Finally, yes, so that we can move ahead. After that, we need to add a tree map. Tree map is sum of profit by category. So let's include a visuals as well. It's more likely a tree map with this tree map coming. And here we are just using what? Sum of profit by category. So category would be a category. Drop the category here. And in the values, we are dropping the profit. So it produces the results like this. As you shrink it, it will just come up with the sizing. As you increase the size of the page, it will just increase the contribution of each results. Are you guys clear? Like as you increases the size of this, it keeps on giving you the results in that way. It shrinks the formality and it will just give you the distribution of how much supply is coming from which results. So I feel to have this one only. So I wanted to just copy the format painter and drop it. And it's been looking perfect to me. Although like when you do these things, your what we say, your logo will get hide at some stage. At some stage, it's gonna be hide. Are you guys clear with this thought? Let's ignore for a time being for a logo, but first understand the concept. Is it clear how this sum of profit is being represented in a tree map? Let's move ahead. Sum of profit is being done. I think it should be shrink little bit. Reason might be it is having all the results being coming 3, 1 and 2 here. Height wise, we can give it. We'll see. We'll see how much space more required. After this, we wanted to add this profit by sales, profit and sales by region. So this is a combo chart. Okay. Combo chart that is having a line chart and the stack chart. So this is having 2, 1 line and clustered column chart. And this is line and stack column chart. So we will go with a combo chart. Any other chart we have here? No. So we are using this one, line and structured column, not a stacked one. Stacked means it's giving you the results not in good way. So in the x-axis, what we wanted to have, in the x-axis we have, see this, in the x-axis we have what? Region. So drop the region, which is a categorical data. In the column y-axis and line y-axis, the column y-axis we have a sales. Do we have a sales or what? In the column axis, we have a profit. So drop the profit. Where is the profit? Profit in the column y-axis, and in the line y-axis, drop the sales. Sales is being coming in the line y-axis. Okay. Now comes the part where you have a legends, sum of sales. First, let's copy this one and do the format painter. It's perfect to me. Values needs to be represented with white color just because it's not visible. Here it is having sales and profit. Sales and profit is also not visible. I double click on it. Observe this, what I'm doing. It has, see, whatever the graphs or charts you are using, it has all the visual settings being coming up. Okay. So I'll just try to teach each one of it bit by bit. Size and style, you already know. We have height, width, padding, background, visual borders, and shadows that are being copied from a format painter only. Title, we wanted to have the title, which is sum of profit and sales by region. We can just remove it to profit and sales by region as a shorter title. So instead of bigger one, we're just saying profit, what I've been saying here, profit and sales by region. Profit and sales by descriptive title, nothing in it. Sego UI is the one you wanted to bold, you can bold it, no issues. If you wanted to bold here, bold it here as well, but I mean, let's ignore it. Okay, we wanted to not centrally align something, it's on the left alignment. There is no text wrapping going on for it. Even text wrapping is a good thing when you just scale it to the smaller size, text will wrap it accordingly. But when you do not do it, it just truncate. Okay, so text wrapping itself is a good chance to come up if you're doing it for a mobile view or something. So it automatically check the responsiveness of a nature of a visuals that you're using. Divider spacing would not be much required. Title is always been run. Then in the x-axis, what we need to do, we have this values coming up. Okay, we first want to do values to be more pure white. Apart from that, maximum height, I don't give it. Do not want to change it bold or something just because it's not being expanded one. It is readable, that is enough for me. And in the title as well, which is region, I wanted to make it white and bold. The region looks little white or grayish white something so that it's at least readable. Now it's perfectly readable through the black theme. Let's go with this little white, lighter white, grayish lighter white. Now looks perfect to me. It's a bold as well. What do you think? Is it perfect looking? We are not adding any layout or something. In the x-axis is done, y-axis same need to do. Y-axis having a values, which is needs to be come up with white color so that it's readable. Display unit is million, you can set it to. Profit is not that much, so you can set it to 1000 as well. Looks 1000 is good. Apart from that, title, here is a title as well, which needs to be a grayish color. Sum of profit. Instead of sum of profit, I can give it a title instead of sum of profit. Just see there what I'm doing. I'm giving it a title like profit. Okay, why to bring much heavy titles? So this is y-axis, and then we have something called a secondary y-axis as well. In the secondary y-axis, we do not have a title. Yes, we have a title. So first, let's change it to white color. So instead of white, grayish is the common consistence I'm writing, or instead of sum of sales, I'm writing it sales. Looking perfect. Small, minute things we are doing. Values we do not have, range we do not have, something like that. Legends is this, sum of profit and profit. So what I'll do in the text, we are making it slightly different color, which is more likely a yellowish golden color. Add legend title we do not want. So I'm just removing this title. We do not want another title for a time being. And the color needs to be shown with sum of sales, sum of profit. Looks perfect. Let me know. I am not that much creative person. Or a blue. Blue looks still good, but blue is having a legend as well. So let's make it this one only. Okay, looks perfect. Now what I need to do, I forget. Let's suppose I forget where I can find the sum of sales. I double click on this. Where it is, sum of sales. Here the text it is. In the text, I need to change the text. So for that, I need to just choose an option. First, this is the option to choose where we need to put the text, like top left, top right, top corner, top center, and so on. So it can be anything. Top left. Marker circle, you wanted to only use marker. You wanted to use line. You wanted to use line and marker and multiple combination of it. Marker by default. But just because of line, let's use marker and line. That would be good enough. I hope whatever the sightings I'm doing, you just understanding it well. I am looking for the change of the legend's name instead of profit and sum of profit. Let's see where we can find. We do not want to add a new title. I do not able to find the settings right now, but don't worry. The text, no, we don't have. Okay. Here the sum of profit and sum of sales needs to be adjusted from here. So I double click on this and I'm writing it profit instead of sum of profit, which is an implicit measure. You're just treating it profit, and here also it's sales. Whatever the names we suggest here, it's been coming up here. Looks perfect to you or not? Just say 1 or 0. I'm left with this. Okay, I'm left with this values. So okay, I need to do undos again. So this is a secondary y-axis, no? So this would be coming up with white color. All looks perfect to me. Guys, say yes or no. No. Are you guys clear with this settings? There are n number of settings I cannot teach you in a single class, but at least you have an idea like how this combo chart is coming with. Like bar graph is showing you the profit and the line graph is showing you the number of sales. Okay, as it is in thousand and this is in million, so that's why there is a like profit is being coming less as compared to sales. So in the this, I need to change the legend as well to 1000 only, so that the comparison would be coming at a good stage. And if you wanted to see that the profit should be coming up then greater than that, so change it to auto only. Both were change it to auto. Here also it is needs to be auto. It will check into the millions and give you the results. It is not coming into the millions, check into the millions, and you will see the different results. So whatever it is, it's the sum of sales by region, profit and sales by region. Are you guys clear with this thought? Why only 1 or 2% is replying? If any doubts come up in your mind, please let me know. Everybody, please confirm if it is audible, if everything is going in a good direction or not. Shall we move to the next stage? So after that, we need to find the sum of sales by year. Okay. Let's calculate how the sum of sales being calculated in year. So this is more likely a bar graph. We have a clustered bar graph and a normal bar graph and another bar graph which is 100% stacked. So we are using this stack bar chart. So how we do it? We need to use x-axis and y-axis as a legend. So sum of sales by year. So drop this order date into where? Into the y-axis and remove quarter, month and day. Okay. This is where you have the results. After this, drop this x-axis. How you need to drop this x-axis? This x-axis is being a sales. Okay. So where the sales is, drop the sales. This is the one. Now copy the format painter from here and drop it. This is being done. So this is the categories of sales being coming up. One thing you can also do, like how you can bring the legends with the data labels. So here in the below, you will find a data labels that shows each one of the contribution of the labels showing the results. So let's bring the data labels outside the result. So how we can do it? This would be more likely what? The values needs to be shown in what place? Let's see where the position is. Position need not to be outside. It should be inside end. Everything is coming inside end. And it is in million in dollars. You can also write it in thousands or something else. Okay. Looks good. So as you are progressing, as you are setting the theme color or something like this in one go, just format painter would be your support where you can change the things to another one without doing much effects of individual clarification on things going on. And here, sum of sales, instead of sum of sales, you can directly write sales. So bring this one, give it a text, sales. Okay. So with time, you will see the practice of each individual one. Are you guys clear with this thought? Yes, no? Looks perfect. Shall we move? Anything that comes into your mind, let me know. Use of ribbons. Like we are not using ribbons as of now. Right now, whatever the like project we are doing, we are using that limited one. If you wanted to use any other visuals, you can use third-party visuals. For that, we can use anything. As per the requirement, we are choosing it as per the requirement, but as the time flows, we can choose anything. There is no harm on it. So after this, let's move ahead. Let's take a different colors of theme where we are just, this is like a time series graph that we are going to build now. Time series graph is more likely being very important in terms of resulting into where every possible quarter or every possible day, what are the sales figure coming up, what are the profits coming up, this is the way of representing it. Okay, so this is more likely a line chart. If you observe, it's a line chart. So let's try to drop a line chart, which is this. We will expand it after on. So in the line chart, we have in the x-axis, y-axis, secondary y-axis and all. So if you observe this is more likely a hierarchical graph going on where your sum of sales and sum of profit is being calculated based on year, quarter, month and day. Okay. Year, quarter, month and day is nothing but an order date. Yes. It is nothing but a order date. So in the x-axis, I wanted to drop this order date, which is having year, quarter, month, and day. Can you see this? Year, quarter, month, and day is the order date, which is being created by default by the system as a date hierarchy. Okay, little bit of advanced concept of how date hierarchy being created manually. We'll discuss it later on. I like many other people's, I have an idea that they have know these things as well. But for a time being, if you have this date hierarchy coming up, this is where you can come up with a grandparent, parent, children, sub children, like grandchildren, something like this. Year, quarter, month, and day. This is a hierarchy by default creating by the system. And if it is being created, we are using it to the x-axis. After this x-axis is being coming, we need to find out the sum of sales and profit. So one is your sales, one another is your profit. So one is your x-axis, like y-axis, another is your secondary y-axis. So let's give us sales as your first priority and profit as your second priority. So this is the results coming up over a year period of time. See this. This is the result coming up over a year period of time. As you hover, you will see this metrics coming, which is sum of sales is 4, whatever it is, like decimal. If you check ones, tens, 100,000, 10,000, lakh. $4,84,000 is a sale and almost 49,000 is the profit out of it. Almost 50,000. At 2025, you are getting a 4,70,000 as a sales and 61,000 is a profit. When you hover to the next one, at 2016, your sales is 6 lakh something and 81,000 is a profit. And on 2017, your sales is approximately 7 lakh something and 93,000 is a profit. So this is more likely a numbers being shown. If you really do not want the numbers to be coming up with that much of decimal, you can go to the table view. In the table view, your sales figure can define it till 2 decimal places. Select this here, make it to 2 or make it 0 as well. If you wanted to represent everything in without decimal place, it's just round figure to it. And profit also, if you wanted to remove the decimal, you can make it 0. And now it is more easy to read, although decimal is just a cent of values. It won't be discussing well. When you hover it now, it's more likely 7,33,250 compared to 93,000 as a profit and so on. So now the decimal values is not bothering you and you're getting the insights coming up. So this is a fun fact that right now we are going in a hierarchy where the hierarchy is at the year level. Now we have these options coming up. See these options. In these options, I can do drill down as an individual level. Like from year, we are not expanding the year. We are just jumping to the quarters directly. So I can click on this to directly go to the next level, which is now we have been given a results on a quarterly basis. Okay, it's an overall quarterly basis going on. We can also jump into the monthly basis. When I drill down with this option, you will see the result is now being coming as a monthly basis. Let's click on it. My system is a little bit hanging, don't worry. Let me just put the charger on. So this is now monthly wise, like on January, on first month, on second month, on third month. That's how your sales figure and graph is showing. And if you go one level more down, which is not being possible as a daily wise frame. So what we do, we go drill up again, and then we go to the hierarchy wise level. Hierarchy wise, what does it says? In this results, we need to choose this down and expand all downs to the one hierarchy. Let's see why does it not working. Let's go one level up first. In order to come up with a hierarchy, you always need to go to the top level, which is your grandparent, which is year. Then go to this one level hierarchy. Now you are expanding the things with year and quarter. That means each year from January, July, January, July, January, July, you are having 4 quarters. For January 1, quarter 1, 2014, quarter 1, 2014, quarter 3, 2014, quarter 2, and 2014, quarter 4. So that means we are splitting the content into multiple halves, and that's how the quarter has been coming. Are you guys clear? Yes, no. Again goes to the quarter for 2015, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. Quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. So this is more likely a sum of sales, sum of profit being coming at what stage? This is a sum of sales, sum of profit being coming at year and quarter together. So each year we have 4 quarters and we have almost 4 years. So that means every year is corresponding to the quarter that results into the results. Is it clear or not? Shall we move? Are we guys clear with this thought? Now, if we drill down with an hierarchy level, we can bring the results to one more hierarchy going downwards, which is year, quarter, and month. Now, it is more drastic changes being shown as an year, quarter, and month. In each year, we have quarter 1 from January, February, see this, February, quarter 1, February, March. So quarter 1 is having 3 months, then quarter 2, search for this. Quarter 2, let's jump into the quarter 2. This is quarter 2, April. After this, we have quarter 2, April, May, June. These are the quarter 2. Till June, we have quarter 2. Then July would be a quarter 3 first month. So July is somewhere here and so on. So that means you are taking a hierarchy with one level up, one level down. And that means you are taking a combination of year, quarter, and month. Previously, you are taking an individual one. Like if I go back, if I click on this is an individual one level next to the hierarchy without taking care of its previous one. From year, see this, from year, we are jumping it to quarter. This is a quarterly results as a sum of aggregation one. This is a monthly result and this is a daily result, daily time frame. But when we go up, 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 when we go to the year, and when we click on this icon, that means expand all down one level hierarchy along with the existing parent hierarchy. So we go with year and quarter together. We go with year, quarter, and month together now. And we go with year, quarter, month, and day together. Are you guys clear? So what next? We just choose a theme here, format painter, and select it. Okay. The sales figure and this is being coming little profitable. So I'm just writing it a name like sum of sales. And here it is sum of profit. Okay. So sum of sales by year, quarter, month, and profit. It looks different from this. We just need to change the axis. Don't worry. So this is sales, this is year, this is profit coming up. This is more likely an axis that needs to be defined. Sum of sales and sum of profit. Okay, no issues. So I'm just giving it a title. First, I'm just correcting the title. Sales and profit by year, month, and day. Now let's try to work around with some settings of this visuals. So first, we do not want to see the like see when we go here, we are getting an individual day of a quarter and a month. Like quarter 4, 2017, October is the month and 8th is the date. As we hover little side, we are getting 27th as October, quarter 4 it is, October is the month, and so on. Yes? Yes or no? everybody. Now let's do some settings. Let's play around with settings. X-axis is good, Y-axis is good. Legends looks perfect. Some data labels I don't want to add just because this is too much data labels, so don't have any things. Marker is also not possible to bring, as though a lot of markers being coming up at individual dates representing. Series label is also not a good chance to come up. What next? Plot area background, we need to just define it with reference line. Uh, there are much things to come. Error bars, there is no requirement of the error bars for a time being. Let's see. I just need to change the frame of axis. Let's think about how we can do it. Uh, in the secondary y-axis, the range of display units. Previously, it was not coming up that way. I need to think about it, how we can some small settings has been changed. As Power BI is like keep on upgrading itself day by day. We'll think about this, but right now just observe this one only. I need to think about how we can just paste it, or let me just create it one more time. Some small minute system has been doing different things. So let me delete it one more time. Let's bring the line chart. Let me do it quickly. We have order date dropped and X and XY axis being coming up as sales and profit. Let's go to the hierarchy. It's going to the two different level, no issues. Like reading is the like it creating a frame of axis to change to upwards, not with the same line of code. Previously, it was giving the different results, no issues. Let's just have some series of shapes. I need to find out the way to bring it back to the different one. This is more likely a step and all, would not be a rather a matter of fact. Hmm. So we need to look into that as well. I don't know where the reference line is being changed and how we need to change it. For timing, I'm just considering this as a normal one, and I'm just doing undo to bring it back. I hope you can easily read that one. I guess we have exhausted the multiple use of it. No worries. Let me just drop it quickly. Let's wrap this quickly. I'm removing the data labels again. Secondary y-axis. This is sum of sales or sales. Would be a sales only, and it would be a profit. Changing it here, sum of sales and profit. Are you guys getting it now? These labels can be coming up with white color and going one level down to the hierarchy, which is last one, this one. And whenever you hover to it, ultimately this graph cannot be readable well until unless you hover to each one of the record. Okay. And there is a high spike coming off the sale somewhere here, which is at on quarter one, March 21, maybe some discount or maybe some promotion, maybe some festival, anything comes up that give you a highest sales and highest profit on that day. So you will see the spike as well. Is it clear to all? Yes, no? So let's bring the last one and then we'll wrap up the lecture. So we are not wanted to bring the sum of sales by ship mode, which is a composition graph. Composition is like a donut chart, or you can use, sorry. Why we are using the existing one? Click somewhere else and then use a donut chart or a pie chart. I prefer donut chart much more greater than both will do the composition result. Like composition means based on categorical data, what are the contribution of each sector is coming. And here we are just wanted to check what? We wanted to check sum of sales by ship mode. Very easy one. So in the legends, we are just dropping a ship mode here. And based on the ship mode, we are just giving a values as sum of sales. So it's more likely a sum of sales. Give it a name to sales only, just because this would become a legend. Sales, and then copy this values, format painter, and it's being done. Just give it a space, something. I want the legends to the right side. So go to the legends, bring it to the right, top right, not to the top right. I want it to the center right, somewhere here. Yeah, somewhere here, ship mode it is, and then the labels are coming. This labels needs to be coming in thousands just because 0.1 million contribution and not showing it well. So in the detail labels or a slices, you can give a slices as a change in color. You can give a spacing between them, but I'm just going with the default values. You can play around with it as per your values. So changing the font to bold, changing it to more visible white color. And instead of this, I am wanting it to define the thousands in sales. So 1,33,558 is something like the numbers. 59 sales are being coming from a standard class. That means most of the orders are being delivered in a standard format only. Then second class is less as compared to first class, and less is as compared to same day delivery. So although as the companies would take a decisions wisely on it. So this is the overall graphs we have created, and this is it. Are you guys comfortable with the information and how we have performed well on creating much more visuals in future? Just try to observe this part, that when we are creating a single thing, like this is more likely a dashboard, not a report. Okay. So if I give it a name like Amazon sales dashboard. So what do you mean by this? What do you mean by this, guys? This is more likely a dashboard when you're creating a reports for one page. If you wanted to add a multi pages, we call it as a report. Did you get the difference between that? Yes, no? So it is more likely a giving your presentation how you can create the creative mind of yours to be creating the dashboard look like this. You can just upload this dashboard to your LinkedIn. Make sure you have been showing your results to everyone, so that nobody knows in future like who is the talented person sitting idle in the room have that much of knowledge. So for that, you need to share your things to LinkedIn or support to anywhere in the public, so that if somebody will wanted to hire you, they need to know that you have that much of talent if you showcase your results. Second things comes up is pretty clear that with knowledge that when you are creating a dashboard, this is a one page, so we call it as a dashboard. If you are adding multiple pages, we call it as a report. Did you get the difference between dashboard and report first, and then we'll jump into the solutions? Dashboard is single page visualization. We called it as dashboard. Multi-page dashboard, considered it as report, where you are going to more granular level, where you are creating the results more in granular level. So this is what all you need to understand with the terms of this dashboard and this. Are you guys clear with this? After creating a dashboard, then comes the place where you need to build a storytelling. Okay. So you need to be more confident while speaking with the insights that you have taken, whatever the parameters you have chosen while resulting into this much of visualization, you need to come up with that. So basic idea that brings you here is At overall picture, you need to bring anything that can give you an idea of representing the results, and then whatever the insights you are calculating, you need to build a story along it. Okay. And remember this fact that is being considered whenever you are creating a dashboard. You always bring the health of your business at the top. This is the KPI or a scorecard that gives you the health of the business, whether they are going in a good direction or not. What are the sales coming up? What are the profit coming up? For how number of orders being placed? And after that, you go with a granular level of showing the results in more graphical or a visual format using scatter plot, using heat map, using tree map, using visuals like composition chart, like plot, like pie chart or a donut chart, using composition like line charts with a hierarchical informations and so on. So from your first top of your dashboard, you always need to give the health of your business. And from secondary row onwards, you need to represent the things more in granular level. And whichever the results being coming up, you need to define the results with more storyline. Okay. So let's suppose you see here, the West region is giving you more profit and sales as compared to East and South and Central regions. You need to come up with more investigations on it so that your storyline will be more solid. And with that storyline, nobody will build on the storyline. Nobody will take a decision on intuition. They would not be biased at some stage. The reason is number speaks everything. Are you guys getting my point? I'll say number speaks everything. So nobody will go for taking a decisions on an intuition basis. They will jump into the solutions or they will jump into the decisions based on the visuals or the representations comes in. Second stage is always nobody can take a wise decisions based on raw data. That's why it is very much recommended to convert all the data, raw data into some meaningful content and convert it into some visualization so that people mind can easily interpret it. Yes, people can easily interpret it when the images speaks better than words. You can get more and more insights coming up rather than the raw data having 100 or millions of records. You can go it. Is it possible for you to go through each one of the records, region wise, profit, and all these things coming up when you want to calculate? Do you want to sit with a calculator and do the manual intervention of it, calculating the sum of profit, sum of sales, and all these things? So that's where dashboards comes into existence, and that's where you come with so much solid base where whatever the insights, whatever the logic you are giving it at your storytelling, at your presentation skills, you have come up with the numbers only. That's why these things would not give would not give any biased decision at some stage when you're taking a decision making in a company. It would be always be purely based on whatever the number speaks to you. Are you guys getting it? Final call, say clear if it is all clear. How much insightful you are getting, just share the feedback to me on the chat if it is interesting or not. Just do let me know if it is interesting or not. Did you get the real power of analytics, what we can do with numbers, what we can do with individual reality of numbers, how we can speak something. Next part is the place where you need to have a good speaking skills to build a storyline around it and speaks and build your presentations to whatever the insights you have come up. Give it to someone who will be your reporting manager, who will be your stakeholder, who will be your executive officer, whoever needs to be reported to. They will be taking a wise decision based on you, and you will be the helping hand making the company grow. So that means if the company grows, like if the company grow based on the decision that is being coming from your dashboard, ultimately you will be getting a high hike as compared to others. So that means your analytical mindset should be as strong as your creativity is. Creativity is another part. Your speaking skill is another part. But building that analytical mindset is the thing that you need to learn daily basis. Are you guys clear with this thought? Pretty clear. Like I have been seeing many people are coming. I need a final interaction from everyone so that at least once in a timeline, I see that people are engaging it, listening it actively and understand the complete project thoroughly. And they just need to watch the recording once so that they can create it every time they have anything comes up with the recording. They can watch the recording and anything, any error comes up. Just because right now I'm not giving you the time to do it, just because it's a limited time to teach it everything. If I've given you the time, it takes more than 3-4 hours. So now watch the recording. Anything, any errors come up, reach out to me on LinkedIn ID. You can search me on LinkedIn, Krishna Madan. You can easily search it. So I'm just sharing it here. Just search it here. Search my LinkedIn ID. I'll just upload this note as well. If you find any error, Krishna Madan, search it 007. And whenever you reach out to me, make sure you are sharing the proper screenshot and the message. Okay, do not come up with me for a hi, hello, or these things. If you just come up with any error, just paste a screenshot with a proper message that this is the things I've done, any error come up. It's hardly for me to conduct a new meet for you to just resolve it. I'll just guide you on a message itself. Are you guys clear? Yes, no? Pretty clear? Any questions that come to your mind? What is ETL? What is Power BI is all about? How we can get a good quality of things from a Power BI? Anything that comes into your mind, you can take it. Otherwise, we can wrap up. This is a reference one. This is just to teach you the what we are going to create. This is just like a pace which we have an idea that what exactly we're going to create after the lectures end. And this is what we have created more better than that. We have created more better than that. That is, I feel. Yes. So any questions that come to your mind, you can unmute yourself. You can ask the chat in the chat. Otherwise, we can wrap up in the next 2 minutes. I am getting a feedback. If you wanted to share any feedback, how you have been experienced so far, just do let me know in the chat. Otherwise, if any questions, you can ask. Else we wrap up. Quick guys, more interactions. If it is pretty all clear, you can write final clear. Like final clear would be an amazing feedback for me that everything is clear from my end. Or anything that you want to share, like how the teaching style, how the teaching ability, everything, you can just share it. You can share it to direct to me, no issues if you want. Do not want to share it to everyone. Come on, guys, come on, come on. Rosie says clear, pretty clear, good. So any questions come up, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. If everything is sorted, everything is clear, let's wrap up the session. So that's all from my side, guys. I hope you learned something valuable today. And I hope you get the insights how analysts do in the market, what are the role of analysts, and what is the importance of bringing data to a real life, which speaks everything on your behalf. And there, when the decision making going on, there is no decisions being going on a biases basis. They are being coming up purely, not on the intuition, purely on the numbers. So that's it. Go through with the lecture notes, and I'll upload the lecture notes in the same place where I have been uploaded the data set. So you will see the complete lecture notes over there. Go through with the lecture notes, go through with the recording and get it done by yourself. And that's it from my side. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.